If you dug a shallow pit by the seaside and lined the bottom with straw, you could let seawater flow in when the tide came in. Then, by relying on sunlight to evaporate the water, you could concentrate it into highly saline brine. However, it can be difficult to tell the concentration of the brine just by looking at it. So, you borrow an egg and drop it into the brine. If the egg floats, it means the brine has reached the proper concentration. Next, you use a double layer of gauze to filter out impurities and transfer the brine into an iron pot to simmer over low heat. As the water continues to evaporate, the solubility of sodium chloride decreases and yellowish-brown crystals slowly begin to form. This is crude salt. But at this stage, the crude salt still contains impurities such as magnesium chloride and sulfate compounds. These substances can make the salt taste bitter and harsh, and they are difficult to remove using ordinary methods. But that doesn't stump you. You put the crude salt into a container, add water, and stir until it fully dissolves. Then, you add wood ash collected from the stove and mix it in. The wood ash contains potassium carbonate, which can react with magnesium chloride to form an insoluble solid precipitate. After thoroughly filtering out the residue, you boil the solution again. Once all the water has evaporated, salt crystals gradually form, giving you initially purified sea salt. To completely remove any remaining bitter taste, you spread the purified salt crystals on a stone slab and leave them to dry for several days in a sunny, well-ventilated area. Finally, you store the dry, clean salt in a clay jar. Congratulations, you have now mastered a complete traditional method of producing sea salt.